Hello and welcome. This week, in an attempt to earn more revenue for the state, the national capital, Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister announced a new excise policy that lowered the legal drinking age from 25 to 21, making it at par with much of the rest of India. Now, the move has been welcomed with cheers by industry players. Given the significance of Delhi as a market in the overall Indian consumer economy story, the move is being hailed by industry executives and industry bodies as a positive one. It is also a shot in the arm for the beleaguered restaurant industry, which has suffered immeasurably during the lockdown-induced lockdowns of last year. But along with the cheers, there are fears too. Benefiting business, yes, but at what cost? At whose cost? What could the social implications and the health impacts of this move be? Well, joining us on the show tonight from the National Restaurant Association of India, Zorawar Kalra, founder of Massive Restaurants Private Limited; Veena Gupta, president of the Women's Empowerment, Safety and Security West, a social activist and a mother. We have the spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party, Jasmine Shah. She's also the vice chairman of Dialogue and Development Commission, Mr. Jasmine Shah, of the Delhi government; Puneet Sharma, project director of the Aarti Foundation; Pankaj Chaudhary, IPS of the Rajasthan cadre. But first, this is a show that really affects the youth, and our audience comprises only of youth, most of them 21-year-olds or so, in that range. So let's just go across to our audience first, and if I can just try and gauge from any of you, how many of you are raising a toast to this move by the Delhi government? Just put your a hand up if you support it. Okay, so I see a few hands going up. Let's just try and get some audience here. Who do we have first? Let me just pull up her name. Gaurangini. Gaurangini, go ahead.
So my question to the panel is, how much difference will the change in drinking age make in the society, as the teenagers were consuming alcohol even before the minimum age was 25, and I think they will certainly continue to do so. So what provoked the government to reduce the drinking age, and how do they plan to implement it?
Jasmine Shah, let's go across to you. Why has the government reduced the drinking age? Why now?
It's very simple, the entire motivation behind bringing out a new excise policy was to ensure that the policy framework of our cities and states keeps up with the times. And the last time the liquor policy of Delhi was amended was more than a decade back. Now, if you look at internationally as well as majority of the Indian states, you see that the average age, the minimum age where liquor consumption is allowed is 21. But somehow Delhi, which is actually a global city, which sees a lot of tourists, young as well as old, come into the city, had the age as 25. So by lowering this age at one level, we are ensuring that there is parity with not just cities and countries around the world, but also in India and neighboring states such as Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh. They all have it as 21. And second is to ensure that young adults, those who are 21 years age or above, are not victimized, or are not forced to consume alcohol illegally or spurious alcohol because they cannot procure it legally. So that was basically the motivation.
All right, so it was
among many other amendments that we have brought.
You wanted parity with the neighboring states, you wanted parity with international countries. This has nothing to do with business, nothing to do with earning more revenue for the state. You haven't mentioned that at all. Does this have anything to do with GST compensation from the center on hold?
Well, this does not have anything. This particular aspect of the liquor policy has nothing to do with that. Okay. There are other aspects wherein we have completely made sure that the liquor mafia, which used to operate in Delhi for years together, is of
wholesale and retail licensing is revamped and modernized. We have cut a lot of red tape that restaurant industry used to face while obtaining a liquor license. So there are many progressive elements of the policy that will ensure that the government revenue increases.
Okay, so not connected to GST compensation from the center, but will the Delhi government's revenues go up by this?
Yeah. Yes, our estimate is that by
that
the
was not the
several
reason why you
measures, as
did
I
it.
said, it's a
Okay.
landmark policy. It will go up by around 2,000 crores, which is around almost 25% increase just in 1 year.
Wow. Yet you didn't mention that at the start. But okay, let's get in. Akshilna, you have a question. Go ahead. Or a comment. Akshilna? Akshilna, can you unmute yourself first? Go ahead, Akshilna. You had a comment? Okay, let's, Akshilna, let's see if you can try and fix that audio. I know you had a comment you wanted to make. Shambhavi. Shambhavi, are you there?
Yes, I have a question. Like, from the discussion, it's quite clear to me that it was not just a means to increase the revenue accruing to the excise department. Still, if I assume so, then are we going to extract money from alcohol addicts and spend the same money to them on them as welfare state when they get admitted to rehabilitation centers? So isn't this a vicious circle and sheer wastage of economic and human resource?
All right. So, Mr. Shah, why is the government maximizing its revenue at the cost of the youth? I think that's what you're talking about. You're going to increase revenue, extract money, as this young lady says, extract money from alcohol addicts, she calls them, spend that same money on the welfare state and then try and help them. The government says they will help them. Basically, the question here, I think, is that yes, you're maximizing revenue, but is it going to come at the cost of our youth's future? Why didn't you look at other possible avenues instead? Or did the government consider all of this? We know these are hard decisions, figuring out the economy and, balancing budgets. But what about the fallout of this? Was that factored in by the government, the impact on the youth?
Let me again categorically state that the decision to lower the minimum drinking age in Delhi had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with revenues. The revenue increase is going to come because we are trying to cut out corruption from the entire way in which alcohol is retailed and how the wholesale happens. As far as, this minimum age law is concerned, I again mentioned the primary reason here was parity. And let's also think about where we are today as a nation. We are building a modern India where we are seen at par with, global policies. And just by reducing the minimum age does not, who says, where is the research that shows that reducing the minimum age drives youth to go ahead and consume alcohol? In fact, people who were consuming alcohol earlier would do it illegally so. And to bring them under a regulatory ambit ensures that there is safe consumption. And if today we have minimum voting, the age of voting is 18, if the age of driving a vehicle is 18, then to have a policy that puts, minimum age of alcohol drinking as 25 or 30 is only retrograde and actually does not ensure that those rules are then, mostly violated. And that's what we were seeing, and we are still seeing in many parts of the country today, which try to provide lip service to this idea that youth should not consume alcohol, but at the end of the day we are one country, and when you have surrounding states which are having a different policy framework, then you will see violations happen even if you don't wish to.
All right. Zorawar Kalra, the National Restaurant Association of India actually says that this will lead to more responsible drinking, that it will reduce illegal consumption, etc. How is that? Why do you say that?
So firstly, I think it's a very progressive move. Sarah, thanks for having me on your show. I think it's a very progressive move. Like you said, the industry has been beleaguered. It's been, along with the tourism and with the aircraft industry, it's one of the three hardest hit. But that's not the point here. The point here is, as Mr. Shah said, it's about having parity. But my simple question is this: you can get married at 18, okay? You can vote very early on at 18. You can have children. You can drive a car. You can buy a gun in certain circumstances under 25. So why would you have old archaic policy of having 25 as the drinking age? It makes little to no sense. The biggest advantage, I think, of getting this age lowered is the fact that safe consumption of alcohol, non-illicit consumption of alcohol, binge drinking, all of those various things will actually come down. You see, in the human race, whenever you incorporate prohibition or you incorporate strict rules of any kind, the nature of human beings is to rebel. So by putting things that are harder to achieve or to assess, what will happen is people will go out and do whatever it takes to do them anyway. So I think by having a standardized age, and like, we've seen in your chart, your wonderful informative chart. In fact, I didn't know that Sikkim and Meghalaya have 18. I think that's a little young, but let's not get into that. I think 21, a human being is intelligent enough to make wise decisions. The consumption of alcohol anyway by addicts, as the lady before me said, is not going to be impacted, because an addict does not go to restaurants and bars to consume copious amounts of alcohol. They'll do that anyway. They'll go and get some of their friends who are of legal age to pick that up from liquor vends and stuff like that. So addiction is not going to be either enhanced or reduced by reducing the drinking age.
All right.
So I think
will
important.
Restaurants now that the legal age has been reduced, will restaurants, etc., step forward to ensure that this no longer happens, that somebody buys for someone else who's 18, etc.? But let's get Johannita in. She's in the audience. Johannita, what's your question?
In my opinion, 21 should be the ideal age for youth to commence consumption of alcohol. According to the newest reforms in Delhi, the age limit of liquor intake has been brought down from 25 to 21, hence doing away with an impractical and archaic law. Now, the solemn need of the hour is to make certain that there is complete abidance to this rule, to ensure that there isn't any more illegal fabrication of identity documents by the youth. So my question is, what new measures, if any, will be enforced by the government to implement this rule effectively?
Zorawar, what could the restaurant industry, the NRAI, what could you do? Because yes, you're saying you want parity with neighboring states, but as you point out, northeastern states have the legal age as 18. So how do we ensure that the bar just seems to have moved, that what was happening before, this was legal age is 25, doesn't happen now, continue to happen with the new bar being 18 or 17?
So I think, it's very important, and the NRAI as a body will make significant recommendations to all its members within the NCR and within Delhi especially, to ensure that responsibility remains the key. You see, by reducing the drinking age, does not mean that your responsibility reduces. I think we have to all step up as the restaurant industry. We all are upstanding citizens of society. It's very important for us to take the interests of our youth as top priority. What this will do is, like the lady before me just said, a very pertinent point she made, the use of fake documents. I mean, a lot of the times people that are 23, 24 are still using fake documents to get into restaurants and bars. And some of these fake documents are actually impossible to tell. So with the reduction of that age, the use of improper documents will reduce, and obviously the restaurants will come forward. We will make sure that now with the age reduction, we are rising to the occasion. We're welcoming this move by being even more responsible, by making sure anybody under the age of 21 is never served. And
all right.
What the good thing that will happen now is that the people that are under 21 will probably stop coming, because there are a lot of people that are 19, 20. They're willing to wait. The problem is when you're 19 and 20, you have to wait for 6 years. That's a bigger problem. When you have to wait for 1 or 2, I think people will show some level of restraint. But yes, the service has to be responsible, and we at the NRAI are going to make all the right guidelines and recommendations to our members to make sure that everybody makes this move very successful and positive for Delhi as a city.
NRAI is also going to step up a new responsibility given with the government taking this big step that you call progressive and forward thinking. But what are the social implications of this? Let's get in Puneet Sharma. He's the project director of the Aarti Foundation. That's a de-addiction and rehabilitation center. Puneet, you said that you've been drinking since you were 21 and then you were addicted and you finally quit when you turned 40. What's your story and what's your stand on this?
I told you about my story, but I want to just ask one thing to the Mr. Zorawar, that is it anything like you just apply it on that your 21 age is relevant for anyone to just have a drinking priority and all? you don't have any other issues to just go for the facilities of the youngest? If the younger people goes in this addiction in this age, then do you think the health of the people will suffer? Because I thought the growing age will be up to 25, and you are obstructing that growing age with allowing them to drink as usually and legally. Do you find this any helpful in any of the condition for anybody?
But
And did you please
that's
tell me
really a
one
question
thing?
for Mr. Shah. Mr. Shah, can you respond over here? Does the government also have a responsibility to the youth? I don't think Zorawar is supposed to answer this question.
No, the thing is, my life, I thought my life has been ruined just because I started drinking in the early ages. And I continuously used to drink for a lot of years. And it will happen.
But Mr. Sharma, when you started drinking at 21, the legal age was 25. You were drinking, you were breaking the law.
Yeah. But that's what I am asking. That
It
the
didn't stop
government
you,
is not
Mr. Sharma, right?
Huh?
Having the legal
What?
age at 25, that didn't stop you from drinking. Why do you think, sir, it will
ma'am,
stop
that's the point.
somebody at...
मैं यही बात कहना चाहता हूँ that the Mr. Jorawar, did you think that this age matters? That in the age of 25, I just took my drinking in the age of 21. Okay.
Huh.
Lekin all the life of mine has been ruined. And from the last 5 years, I'm just keep on progressing.
Okay.
Okay. But from
Jasmine Shah,
21
please respond
years,
over here.
my
There are some
work, my
concerns
life
being
is
raised
stuck.
by someone like Mr. Sharma, who says he started drinking at the age of 21, and now there'll be others who will be facilitated to do so because the law has now been made it easier for them to access
allowing them
alcohol, perhaps when they're not ready for it.
Yes.
Mr. Shah, so
See,
in the
I
past you
really
had a
empathize.
law that was being violated. Nobody was adhering to it. There were 21-year-olds who were drinking, even though the law was there. On paper, it didn't work on the ground. Was the government's responsibility to ensure that the law was enforced, or is the government's responsibility, has this been the easy way out to reduce the legal drinking age?
See, this argument, will only lead to a conclusion that let's continuously keep increasing the minimum drinking age. Why 25 then? Why not go to 30, 35, 40, right? So, I mean, no policy can succeed if it is out of sync with social culture, with the aspirations of the society, and therefore the attempt of the state is to promote responsible behavior, put in a framework that is more likely to succeed, and at the same time ensure that people do engage in responsible drinking. I mean, just like you mentioned, this gentleman, and I completely empathize with the concern that he is making, but the solution he's advocating, I don't think that is the way forward. And people, even right now, if the minimum age was 25, people who do want to indulge in irresponsible drinking
Will
can
find a
start
way of
18,
doing
20, 21. No policy is going to stop that.
All right. Veena Gupta joins us now. Veena, what's your stand on this as a mother? You say you're a mother, you're an activist. I think the moment you become a mother, you become an activist. But what's your stand on this? How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I've been hearing the debates. The thing is that, when the age was 25, then also we used to have the fear that 17 years old child or my daughter, they've been also having party, and then the liquor has been served at the bar, which was illegal. So every child, every student, every youth has a possibility to get the fake ID made and take the drinks. Now my concern is here, when the age has been legally announced, which is 21. So imagine when the age was 25, that time 16 years old child was drinking and he or she has been served. Now at the age of 21, which is legal, then you can imagine then the youth, or I would say the teens, who's maybe 12 or 11 or maybe 13 years, will be having the same fake ID and getting the liquor being served at the restaurant. So that's a concern. And when the youth will, youth who's the age, probably I would say 14 or 15 is drinking, then we can imagine that what's gonna be chaos. then the women's safety and their own safety, then maybe the drugs, then rape, and I don't know what all are going to happen. So
my you believe these are all collected and this could have a ripple effect. Okay, let's get some more. Shivangi, is there Shivangi in the audience?
Yes, hello.
Go ahead with your question.
The question I'm asking to the panel is, what would be the implications of lowering the age of alcohol consumption on drunk driving related traffic hazards and accidents?
I think that's a great question. Let's bring in Pankaj Chaudhary from the Rajasthan card of the IPS. Mr. Chaudhary, what would this mean? Because at least now, if you have an accident and someone's been drinking, you can hold them accountable to it. But at, let's say, 22, it wouldn't be, you've been drinking while driving while drunk, which is illegal, but you would not have been also violating, the legal age of drinking.
That's true. I think जिस डिबेट में हम एज की बात कर रहे हैं कि 25 से 21 की बात कर रहे हैं, तो दिस डिपेंड्स अपॉन द स्टेट्स एंड अदर नेबर कंट्रीज. वी कैन से कि जैसे आज का जो यूथ है, वो यूथ कहीं ना कहीं जो एथिकल वैल्यूज हैं आज का हमारे समय, वो कहीं ना कहीं बहुत ज्यादा मॉनिटर हम किस लेवल पे कर पा रहे हैं. पुलिस के एंगल से अगर देखें तो आज जो एक्सीडेंट की बात करते हैं, हम ड्राइविंग की बात करते हैं, ड्राइविंग विथ ड्रिंकिंग, तो मैक्सिमम जो एक्सीडेंट्स हैं उसमें कहीं ना कहीं यूथ जो है ड्रिंक करते हुए उसके एक्सीडेंट के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं, क्राइम के चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं. इनफैक्ट लॉ एंड ऑर्डर का इश्यू हर जगह रहता है. और इनफैक्ट आप देखेंगे कि ट्रैफिक पुलिस के साथ जो सबसे बड़ा इश्यू होता है वो कहीं ना कहीं यूथ के साथ है, जो ड्रिंक करके उस रूल्स को अवॉइड करता है. तो मेरा
जो लॉ थी, जो लीगल ड्रिंकिंग एज 25 था, दैट वाज नॉट प्रिवेंटिंग एनी ऑफ दिस. ये तो सब हो ही रहा था.
राइट. देखिए एक कहीं ना
कहीं तो नहीं हो सकता ना, क्योंकि उन्होंने लीगल ड्रिंकिंग एज ब्रॉट इट डाउन. जी.
देखिए ऐसा है कि रेवेन्यू जो है ये कहीं ना कहीं पूरा एक बड़ा मेजर इश्यू होता है. मेजर फैक्ट्स है कि पूरे कंट्री में किसी भी स्टेट में लिकर एक बहुत बड़ा मेजर रोल प्ले करता है रेवेन्यू के लिए. इनफैक्ट आपने कोरोना टाइम में भी देखा जो है. एज में जरूर बात है कि 25 से अगर 21 कर रहे हैं और हमारे नेबरिंग स्टेट्स में भी अगर 21 है तो इसमें कोई बुराई नहीं है, अगर हम वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में भी देख रहे हैं. लेकिन अगर हम लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात करें, हम एथिकल वैल्यूज की बात करें, तो आज भी जो यूथ है कहीं ना कहीं वो इस एज के कम होने से उसको एक उत्साह मिलेगा, उसको एक मोटिवेशन मिलेगा कि जो एक लीगल फ्रेमवर्क है वो कहीं ना कहीं उसके लिए एक आसान हो जाएगा कि ठीक है अब हम 17 साल 18 साल के हैं, हमारी एज कम हो गई, अब हम इजीली उसको कवर अप कर सकते हैं.
All right. So that's what you think the major fallout of this is going to be. All right, let's bring in Merunisa. Merunisa has been on We the People before. We've had her. She's India's first lady bouncer, and we've often covered her story of grit. But Merunisa, आज हम आपसे ये पूछना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि आपने देखी है अंदर young ladies, young girls, young women drinking, friends out on a night out. आपको क्या लगता है ये जो सरकार की जो मूव है to bring down the legal age of drinking, उसकी impact क्या होगी?
मेरे हिसाब से सही हुआ मैम, क्योंकि देखिए ड्रिंक करने के बाद तो 25 के बाद भी बंदे एक्सीडेंट करते ही हैं, इतनी प्रॉब्लम करते हैं. लेकिन ये 25 से जो कम हो गया ना 21, तो जो प्रॉब्लम लड़कों को थी लड़कियों को होती कि 18 साल के बाद हम लोग ड्रिंक नहीं कर सकते हैं, 21 साल के क्यों नहीं कर सकते, 24 ईयर में अगर ड्रिंक नहीं करते हैं तो प्रॉब्लम फेस करते थे बच्चे. उनका भी सपना था कि हम भी लोग एंजॉय करें, हम लोग भी अपनी लाइफ जीने का हक है हम लोगों को. तो हम लोग समझाने में बहुत ज्यादा हम लोगों को प्रॉब्लम होती थी, हम समझा नहीं पाते थे हम लोगों को कि भैया जब आगे से मना है हम लोग नहीं दे सकते थे. तो मेरे हिसाब से बहुत अच्छा हुआ.
नहीं तो अगर आप काम कर रहे हो रात को, you're a bouncer in a bar, और now there's somebody under let's say 20 साल के, do you think it'll become easier to do your job? आपका काम करने के लिए और आसानी होगी?
ठीक रहेगा उससे.
नहीं, पहले जो मिस्टर जोरावर कह रहे थे कि अगर 20-year-old को पीना था, they would not wait. They know that you can't wait till 25, so they would drink anyway. Do you think कि now a 20-year-old will say 21 साल की बात है, तो I may as well wait?
इलीगल तो इलीगल मैम, 21 दिया है, 20 का पिएगा, 20 ईयर का पिएगा, तो प्रॉब्लम तो होगी ना. हम लोगों को प्रॉब्लम होगी, क्योंकि हमें आगे कई सवालों।
ओके ओके और आप जब आप शो पे आए थे हमने आपसे बात की थी अबाउट विमेन। यू हैड सेड, आपने एक बार वी द पीपल पे कहा था कि एक्चुअली अ लॉट ऑफ द फाइट्स जो लड़ाइयाँ शुरू होती है बाज में, इट्स एक्चुअली स्टार्टेड बाय विमेन ड्रिंकर्स। उस समय आपने ये कहा था। आपको क्या लगता है ब्रिंगिंग दिस एज डाउन, व्हाट इम्पैक्ट इज दैट गोइंग टू हैव ऑन बार ब्रॉल्स? ये जो लड़ाइयाँ होती है बार के अंदर बार के बाहर,
उसमें इसका कोई भी मायने नहीं रखता। जो बंदा खुद मतलब पीने के बाद बात नहीं है कि पीने के बाद ही बंदा बैठ जाता है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है। बंदे के अंदर खुद ब खुद लड़ने का जो वो होता है ना, तो वो खुद लड़ लेते हैं पीने के बाद या पहले, कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है कि पीने के बाद बंदा की सोच बदल जाती है। नहीं।
All right. Thank you so much, Meronisa, and thank you all for joining us. Of course, there are always social impacts and implications of all moves that have to be considered, and we hope tonight we've tried to go into this matter and bring you all sides. Thank you all for joining us on this We the People. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.